menu button.
That was a really quick.
Take 6. Okay, welcome to the official press conference for the Boxing Day Bloodsomes. Last year, after a lot of talk from Grammar 98 about avenging for the defeat of 2 years ago, it was the rest of the world who stepped up to the challenge again and took a 4-2 victory. Both captains announced they were stepping down, and I'm welcoming 2 new captains, well, 1 new captain today, in Gordon Russell and the rest of the world, and deputising for the new captain, Chris Law, is Kieran Findlay. Welcome this evening. Questions now. I'm going to start with Gordon. Was it a surprise to you that Lovey made a decision to step down?
No, not really. I mean, Lovey has achieved everything he needs to achieve in this game. I mean, what else does he need to do? So it's up for me to stand up to the plate and take this honour on as the ROW captain. I'd just like to point out, where is Chris Law tonight? He's poofed it. Absolutely poofed it. Yeah, you know, like, carry on, James.
This is relatively long.
We apologise for any of the viewers at home, really insensitive language. Are you feeling the pressure to continue the winning streak of the rest of the world?
No, not at all, James. I mean, winning's a habit, so I mean, it's what we know at the moment more than anything else. I don't know what it's like to lose as an ROW player, really, to be honest. So
I beat you last year,
Jabba. No pressure.
And what are you changing in your own personal game to step into that captain's shoes?
I'm not going to change anything, really, to be honest. The ROW team looks after itself more than anything else, James. We go out, we win, we play, and that's what we do.
Yeah.
It's G98, the pressure's on this year. The pressure's really on.
Kieran, thank you for stepping in. I mean, I know it's difficult speaking on behalf of the captain, but are there any tactical surprises and big switches that we're to expect from Grammar 98 this year?
No, I don't think so. I think it's more the same from us. We'll keep plugging away. You may see
Sounds good to me.
you may see a personnel change or two, but obviously that will come as the teams get announced. And business as usual for us. We keep working hard, doing what we need to do, and we know that our hard work will pay off soon enough.
It was 2 difficult defeats. How has the captain kept the positivity in the team?
I think he's shown tonight, James, hasn't he? So.
If you want to answer the question,
You've already had your airtime, yeah, sorry.
Chris has talked positively about what we need to do. He's asked everybody to focus on their own game. Just remember that they need to do what they need to do, not worry about what other guys in the team are doing, not worry about what the rest of the world are doing. Just focus on our own game.
Okay. Without further ado, we'll just go straight to the draw then.
Yeah, why not?
So, I'll ask Grammar 98 to step up first.
Never lost a game, Jabba. Lost last year.
Is that your P45, Joe?
Okay, player number 1 for Grammar 98. The captain, Christopher Law, paired up with Michael Ingram.
Whoa! A strong pairing.
He's a vastly improved player this year.
And to step up against that pairing.
They've got absolutely no chance against the team of Rennie and Gordon Hardy.
That was a team that won the last game 2 years ago.
Spit it out. Was your boyfriend said to you?
Solid pairing, yeah.
Second pairing for Grammar 98 will be Grant Jameson and myself, Kieran Findlay.
Oh, that's a strong pairing.
Oh, this is a grudge match, if you like. They're going to be facing Connor Lovey and Ian Towns.
I might miss my game and watch that one.
The box office lines are jammed already here in that one. Third pairing, Rory Anand is paired up with Andrew Russell.
I feel sorry for those two because they're coming up against some force. And the big man Granty Mitchell and Spence.
Alright, fourth pairing for Grammar 98. Michael Lloyd will be pairing rookie and the first player from an ethnic minority ever to feature in the Boxing Day Blossoms, Luigi Goble.
Equality, that's what we're about. We're the future.
So against them, it'll be myself and Rory Hamilton.
That's easy money. That's easy money. That's easy money there.
I'll remind you, Gordon, that claims were made last year about that's where easy money's won there.
I know.
Got a lot to do this year. Fifth pairing for Grammar 98, the hotheads paired together once more, Al Majuri and Daniel Napier.
Well, they've come up against solid pairing, one last year, C squared, or Callum Hurd and Callum Martin.
Their record's under threat this year. The final pairing for tonight, Barry Stephen Gym Buddies, Ian Lumsden, the man with the legs, Phil Grant. not got much.
The man who trains Louis' leg.
They're pairing up.
And they're playing final two, which is Blair Finlay and Gavin Jameson. Another cracking tie, yeah.
So now you know all of the pairings. So, Gordon, where do you see this match being won?
Looking at the pairings so far, well, I mean, I think it's going to be a whitewash this year, I think, to ROW. 6 out of 6, James, I think, to be honest.
What odds are you going to offer on that?
I'm no bookie, I'm no bookie.
And Kieran, same question.
Yeah, no, there's a couple of good ties in there. I think the Callum Squared against Majuri and Napier will be a pivotal tie down at number 5. Certainly don't see the competition being over by then, so there'll be some pressure on those guys down there, and obviously people are looking forward to Conor Lovey and Ian Town's undefeated pairing coming up against myself and Grant. That'll be one that will get the crowd
certainly
to
want
the
to watch,
course.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm particularly looking forward actually to my game against Luigi Govo. Actually. The ghost of Christmas past, Luigi Govo, looking forward to that tie, no doubt about it.
Mission of Michael Zanry. What's the logic behind that?
It was a difficult conversation I had to have with Michael. Like I was saying to him, just had to pick a team as fairly as possible could. So I drew the names out of a hat. Unfortunately, Michael wasn't in that team this year. Michael, can you confirm for me there was a conversation had?
Yes, but I thought it was an invitation tonight, so I was a bit disappointed.
I did not hear.
Just moving on. Moving on. Kieran, what can we expect from Luigi Govo?
Well, I personally played a bit of golf with Luigi Govo not too long ago, and the man hits a long ball. You know, I think he's first left-hander to play as well, so you can expect some right to left golf rather than usual left to right from the right-handers. And he was working on his game around the green, so if that's coming into shape along with his long driving, I think him and Michael look like the perfect foil for each other in a game against your man.
Well, thank you both of you. Don't mind. I'm going to open up to the floor for any questions.
Anybody got any questions?
Questions from the floor?
Yeah, I guess we want to know, first off, how the pairings are made. Like, this year we've seen Grant Jameson and Andrew Russell almost inseparable in everything. Rooms, pool. What was the decision to make that split?
The captain just decided that it was time to try something different.
I've only ever played with once.
Played together last year, obviously that pairing wasn't successful last year. Looked back and he'd seen myself and Grant had been successful the year before, and he just decided that was the way to go. Thought introduce Rory, a calming influence on your man Andy, and that looks like it could work out for the better.
Any other questions? Okay. Another one I was having, will we be following it on the app again?
Absolutely. Alan Majuri, who's not here tonight, he's got a family event to attend. He said the moment the parents are announced, we get in contact with him and he'll set that game up, and anybody who wants to follow that through Golf Gamebook is entirely allowed to do so. And players will be hopefully one group. Each group will have one player who can update that from the course.
Wonderful.
I just like to go back to the omission of Michael Zanry, actually. It feels like this wasn't handled in a very professional manner. And indeed, you can see there is tension in this room as we speak.
I'm embarrassed by Michael's response there, to be honest. I did have the conversation with him. He understood at the time of the conversation what was going on, so I don't know what's going through his head at the moment. That's all I'm going to say.
Christmas miracle.
Yeah.
Good.
Has a special guest been announced for the opening drive?
Yes.
We need a special guest.
There's a man's hand up in the back of the room, the name of Michael's hand.
Dear boy, and that's another typical conversation we have to have.
Yeah. I've got one question for my opposing captain here. Obviously, your man stepping down is 1-2 out of 2. If you're not victorious, what's that going to do for your reputation? And that could be the end of your career, not just as a captain for the rest of the world, but indeed
As a non-shagger, you can be over it.
as a player.
Keep
That's already gone. As a player for the rest of the world, that could be tapped out, you know.
To respond, as my reputation as the rest of the world captain, I don't have one at the moment finished. This is my first. So I mean, to be honest, there isn't any pressure. We've won, we'll continue to win. We're going to be standing up victorious at the end of this boxing.
To be honest, for us it's lose-lose, because if we lose, and if we lose, that fucking prick's 1-2 in a row and he's gone away in the third, there's not been one, so you're on high, there's nothing here, let's do that.
This is your mentality. As you said there, if we lose, we lose. And that is the G98 mentality. You're turning up and you're already defeated. We're turning up to win.
Jabba, Davy Boys, Russell.
It's an interesting point. You speak with a lot of confidence. You feel that if you lose, you'll have to step down?
If we don't win, yeah, it's a decision I need to make there and then. I think, to be honest, at the moment, losing isn't even coming into my mind. Seamus, so
Can you confirm you're stepping down at the opening press? Are you stepping down now? Are you stepping down now?
That would be a first. Okay, any more questions from the floor?
I'd say with impending marriages on the cards, obviously it's been difficult. Chris Law's not showing up tonight.
That's poor.
What does that mean for the future of Grabber 98?
Means we got a lot of caddies on our
Today's like an important part of the event, but it's not the be all and end all. Chris knows if he turns up on the day, plays his game, he'll take a point home at the start, at the top of the order for Grabber 98, and after that game's over, he's been out first. If it's finished at the 5th or 6th or whatever it's finished, he can then go out and have his influence on the rest of the guys who are out there. So today, he's not here today, and he's got a family matter to attend to, so I'll say no more than that, but yeah, today's not the be all and end all.
I mean, Chris Law, you know, people say he's a top golfer, probably the best golfer
In the world.
in the world.
How was your
But is he a top leader of men?
Well, we'll find out on 2 days' time, won't we?
How's the relationship?
That's how you don't have much confidence in
Well, what we do have
I know, I
confidence
mean,
in-
you guys have obviously been led by him so far, and he's been putting the wheels in motion and everything, and you know, whatever.
Did he even pick this team?
You know,
He did pick it.
There's one thing you can be sure of,
Like,
that is our
right,
special gifts for the day will be superb.
How's your relationship with
They always are.
your previous captain? Just the transitional period. I hear he's got a bird on the go. Now some might say a girlfriend. Just
A
saying,
wife.
A wife.
A wife to be.
Just saying, how is that affecting things? in the
Connor's always had a high sex drive. Nothing has changed there. Okay, our
I've
relationship.
got a partner now.
No, I know. It's as it's always been. Connor has, as my vice captain, along with Granty Mitchell, it's played a pivotal role in the selection of these pairings. So I mean, we're not going to lose. Relationships are good. Yeah, we're happy.
It almost just seems like a bit like the Alex Ferguson sort of, you know, up the stairs job, but he's still very much in the background, still wanting a bit of control. And it doesn't seem like he's been able to selected as a vice captain. But that seems to me that you maybe
Your
don't
confidence
have
might
faith
be
in
gone, you
yourself
might be stepping
to
down.
do.
Can you confirm?
I mean, let me just say here,
I think he's stepping down.
I need to be an idiot not to take advice from the most successful captain to have ever played in the Boxing Day Bloodsims. Can you agree with that?
To have played.
That's all I've ever done. To have led and played.
Sounds like
2 out of
weakness
2.
to me.
Yeah. We'll see on the day.
He's stepping down.
Okay, there's almost a lot of bark from G98 at the press conference. No bite.
Guys, I know we're starting up some very lively debate, but I'm going to cut it here. Okay, thank you to both the captains for coming on today. So, will it be third time lucky for Grabber 98, or will the rest of the world winning streak continue? You'll know this and answer to many more questions in 2 days.
All the best, winners.